Hello, good afternoon to everyone. You're welcome to our online lecture for Ultimate Bliss School. Today we'll be starting our first lesson, which is on physics for the senior secondary and basic science for the junior secondary. And our topic today is heat energy. And the facilitator for this class is Okorie. I'd like you to lesson objective. In this lesson, we shall learn the following: concept of heat and temperature, differences between heat and temperature, effects of heat on matter, methods of heat transfer, sources of heat, uses of heat. If you saw the heat wave, would you wave back? This is a food for thought. If you saw the heat wave, would you wave back? Think, at the end of this class, we'll know if we are going to wave back or not. Now we're in the class, and the student is asking now, "Sir, can you tell us how the heat wave?" My way of answering that question is yes, of course. It's a long story, but I will start with heat before the wave. So today we'll be taking a look at the heat before we talk about the wave. Definition of heat. Heat is a form of energy that is transferred from one point to another due to difference in temperature between the 2 points. Another way of defining heat is heat energy always flow from a region of higher temperature to a region of lower temperature. Looking at the diagrams we have the heat and we have the instrument used for measuring temperature. When heat is generated from the heat source, like that of the firewood, we can measure temperature with what? An instrument called thermometer. So heat and temperature, what is the difference? What is the difference between heat and temperature? Let's take a look at the definition of temperature. Temperature is the degree of hotness or coldness of a body, object, or surface. So the degree of hotness or coldness of a body, object, or surface is regarded as temperature. Temperature is measured with an instrument called thermometer. So I believe you have gotten the definition of temperature. Temperature is the degree of hotness or coldness of a body, or object, or surface, and is measured with a thermometer. But now let's take a look at the difference between heat and temperature. Heat, temperature. Heat is a form of energy that can be transferred from hot body to cold body. While temperature is the degree of hotness and coldness of a body. Number 2, heat flows from a body at high temperature to that at lower temperature. Temperature does not flow. Heat flows from hot body to cold body. We all know that. But temperature, it rises when heated and decreases when an object is cooled down. The fourth difference. It has the ability, heat has the ability to do work, while temperature cannot do work. Heat, its SI unit is joule, while temperature, its SI unit is Kelvin. 6. It is measured by using calorimeter. Heat is measured in the laboratory using what? Calorimeter. Though we cannot measure the heat directly, but heat can be measured indirectly using a calorimeter. Now, in using the calorimeter, we have to carry out some calculations before we can be able to give the specific amount of heat used or heat generated. Temperature. It is measured by using a thermometer. Effect of heat on matter. It can cause an increase in body temperature. 2. It can make the body, for example metal, to increase in size. Don't forget I put in bracket metal because wood, for example, cannot increase in size. Though it's a body, but it cannot increase in size when heated. But it said it will burn and turn into what? Into charcoal and then into ashes. So wood is an exception in this case because it's a non-conductor of heat. But take note, I put in bracket metals. So metals increase in size when they are what? Heated. It can cause change in pressure of the body. The pressure of the body can increase as a result of what? Heat. It can cause change in physical properties. Like for example, ice can turn to what? To liquid. And liquid can turn to what? To gas when heated. So that change of state of matter from solid to liquid and liquid to gas is as a result of the effect of heat on that body. It can increase the volume of a gas. Heat can increase the volume of a gas. If a surrounding air is heated, the gases that make up that air will what? Will increase in volume. Method of heat transfer. There are 3 methods through which heat energy can be transferred from one place to another. 3 methods of heat transfer are conduction, convection, and radiation. Looking at this diagram, we'll see the 3 methods in action. From the heat source to the pot that is lifted, heat is transferred in vacuum in that space by radiation. In other words, there is no medium, there is no material medium for heat transfer in radiation. It is a vacuum or what? Space. No material medium for the transfer. Now, once the heat comes in contact with the pots from the bottom, this heat will rise to the top of the pots, and likewise having contact with the liquid in the pots. And that process of heat transfer through the pot, the metallic pots, to the handle of the pots and all around the pot is called conduction. Basically, most metals are regarded as good conductors of what? Heat. Then, the liquid inside the pots acquire heat from the pots, from the metallic pots, by the process of convection. This heat is transferred from the bottom of the liquid to the top of the liquid through molecular movements. That is why when you boil water, or you're boiling a soup. The bottom will be the first to receive the heat. And this heat is transferred by the process called convection to the surface of the soup or water. So the transfer of heat in fluid generally is regarded as what? Convection. So we have touched the three methods of heat transfer. Explanation on the methods of heat transfer. In terms of conduction, the transfer of energy, this is the transfer of energy through matter by direct contact of particles. This can happen in solid, liquids, and gases. The second one is convection. Convection is the transfer of energy because of the movement of warm fluid. Movement of warm fluid. Unlike the word fluid. Fluid can be liquids or gases. So when heat is transferred in liquids or gases, we tag that as convection. That method is convection. So convection cannot take place in solid. Take note. Very important. Radiation. The transfer of energy by electromagnetic wave is radiation. In other words, in this method of heat transfer, heat is transferred in vacuum or a space. Energy moved by radiation in air, like the heat from your electric stove top, or in the vacuum of space, the way the sun heats the earth. So in radiation, the energy does not have a transfer through particles or through mass. In other words, to put it in short, it does not require a material medium for transfer. From what we have learned so far, we have been posed with some evaluations, questions to test our knowledge. The transfer of heat by the movement of air current in Earth's atmosphere is an example of dash. I'll leave that to you to answer. The moon's surface becomes hot during the long lunar day because the sun transfers heat to the moon. The heat transfer is accomplished almost entirely through the process of dash. I'll leave that to you to answer. Heat convection occurs in gases and liquids. Heat convection does not occur in solid because solids are usually unable to dash. Basically, the answers to these questions. Number one, transfer of heat by movement of air current in Earth's surface because it has the gases. As far as there's a medium, which is what gas, Earth's surface. Our answer would be convection. Convection. Number two, the heat transfer is accomplished almost entirely through the process of dash from the sun to the moon and down to the Earth's surface, and that is what? Radiation. Because of the vacuum between the sun from the moon and the moon from the earth. So in that vacuum, the method of heat transfer is what? Is radiation. Take note number one. If one is not careful, you will say it is radiation, but it is not radiation, it is convection. Because gases are fluids. Transfer through fluids from one area to another is regarded as what? Convection. Number three. Heat convection occurs in gases and liquids. Heat convection does not occur in solid because solids are unable to dash. Solids are unable to transfer heat by fluid motion. So therefore, that is the answer. B is the answer. Questions and answers. I would like you to send your questions through the school email if you have any critical questions to ask. Summary. We learned the following: concept of heat and temperature, difference between heat and temperature, effect of heat on matter, method of heat transfer, sources of heat, and uses of heat. By way of assignment, the last two subtopics which was untouched, that will be your assignment, which is state 5 sources of heat and state 5 uses of heat. From me, Mr. Henry Okorie, the facilitator of this class, I say bye for now. Have a wonderful day. Have a blissful day. From forward to me, please. Bye.